close to that camera.
What? Your face is too close? Is that it? Welcome to the Boone Show on My Pulse Radio. I'm John Boone. It's our Halloween special. I've been looking forward to this for weeks.
I know.
For
it's
weeks.
exciting,
Wait. I gotta get you because you're on the spare mic. So there we go. Talk now.
Can you hear me
now?
now?
That is
there
so
we
nice.
go. There we go. Yes, I'm excited about this one.
Yes, those mics are probably better than these mics.
Oh.
Yeah. Got a good budget around here. Right, Winston?
Yes, it
All
is
right.
absolutely right.
So let's get rolling here. We've got a couple of great guests and another, I almost said ghost for Halloween. Great ghosts.
Not yet.
And another one
Not
coming.
yet.
We've got Winston Seeley, of course, my colleague here in the award-winning media broadcasting department.
Hello.
Award-winning. Well, before we even get started, Mr. Boone, we probably need to talk about what took place this past week with you.
Uh-huh.
Finally, after how many years?
It's been 8 years since I won
He
one.
knows
Yeah.
exactly. Instructor of the year, am I
Oh.
right?
Yeah,
What?
advisor. Yeah,
Advisor
I
of the
told
year?
you that at the.
Oh, that's right. That's
The
right.
Chicago
That's right. Yeah, that's
Awards.
right. Yeah, that's
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
finally.
good. It is kind of an honor because the people that are involved in that contest, especially, are really, really good. And it was my kids that nominated me,
Which is even cooler, right?
They obviously were looking for good grades at the end of last year when the nominations were due, and were saying all kinds of stuff about me to get me to win. But it feels good to do that.
Yeah.
We'd like to see the kids win more, but this
And
time
Mr.
was
Seeley won a couple of years ago.
Yeah, he did.
I did.
Yes.
I nominated him.
Yes. How
So
exciting.
I've told him I'm taking all the credit for that because I wrote it and they bought it.
Right, exactly.
So Winston's here, and so's his dad.
That's right. Hi, how you
Yeah,
doing?
Don Seeley is here. He is a cinematographer from way back, probably where you got the interest, I would say.
You
Right?
think so?
I can't imagine.
Can't imagine.
Can't imagine.
Can't imagine. I mean, it's like you were there
Never talked
everywhere.
about it.
Yes. Yeah.
And we'll talk about that more. What a way to grow up. It's pretty cool. And I always get on Don's case because I was a Friday the 13th fan when I was growing up, just to watch scary movies or whatever. And Don was doing the electric in
For
Friday the
I
13th
didn't
Part
know
7.
that.
Part
Okay.
7.
That's right.
So I rewatched it last night for the first time in 30 years, and man, it's like a comedy watching it. Now. And that's nothing that doesn't reflect on
No,
him
no, no,
because he
no.
did a great job.
That's right,
But,
that's right.
but my goodness,
Well, it's been years too, right?
Oh, yeah. It's,
Yeah,
it's dated.
it was 88.
I think
88.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was just one of those campy franchises in the 80s that just kept making one movie after another, and it really took a dive off the cliff after Part 7.
Yeah, it was weird. The whole series. I mean, they go to Manhattan, but it's really just a ferry
On
ride
the ferry
from
ride. Long ferry
a
ride.
really unusually long ferry ride from Jersey to New York. I don't know how it was an overnight ride, but apparently it was. And then they go to space. They eventually do
Yes,
go to space.
Jason goes
Hey,
to
in
space,
movies you can go anywhere, right?
And
Yes,
then he
yes,
battles
absolutely.
Freddy Krueger at the
Yep.
end.
But not with Kane Hodder, which
Oh yeah, he was the good Jason.
yeah,
He was a great guy.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
But we'll talk more about that coming up because it's really interesting. But I have these two film guys here to discuss, some scary movies, some things for Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
I told you to come up with a list, Holly.
Yes.
Do you watch scary movies?
So I'm not a scary movie junkie at all. In fact, I'll
Not
watch
even
it.
Halloween. You just get
No,
into it
I'll
and-
watch it if somebody tells me what's going to happen. So, like, we'll sit down to watch the movie, and I'm like, Madeline, what's going to happen next? Or ask my husband, Rob, what's going to happen next? And then I'll watch it. But I don't like that. Like, I don't like the thought that it really could happen.
Oh.
So, more of a Freddy I could handle.
So you don't like those ones that are too close to real life?
No, like if
Don't do Midsummer
Oh,
or Hereditary.
Okay.
Yeah, stay away from those.
Okay.
yeah, that's a little too close to real
Yeah.
life.
Cape Fear to me was the worst movie ever because I
Cape
feel
Fear.
like that could have happened.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Like, without
Yeah.
a doubt.
That's one of my top ones right,
Right.
there. Yeah.
That was a long boat ride too.
There's actually parts of that movie that I tell Aaron, you can't watch this, you have to leave.
Well,
Oh, wow.
my life.
Is that scary?
I believe that.
Yeah.
The opening
Yeah.
credits.
My wife,
Yeah,
will
it's-
she doesn't need anybody to tell her. She'll just get up and leave. She's even last night with watching that again, which they took all the bad parts out of it, the gory parts. But she would just turn to me and look at me, and I'm like, just watch. What's going on? Can I look yet? Can I look yet? I mean, come on. It's just fun stuff. All right, Will Ragland's in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
I made it.
Yes, you did. Look at the bearded one.
Yes.
Yes, it's very good to see you.
You too.
We're going to kick off the show with you anyway. So after our little banter, we'll jump right in. Milltown Players has itself a spooky little show going on right now.
Oh, there's nothing little about it, John. It's called The Mystery of Irma Vep. Would you like to hear about it?
I would, but first, I know you're directing it. Are you
Yes.
actually in it too?
I'm not, thank God.
Okay, I was wondering about that. But no, it's really cool, which he'll tell you. But it's two actors the whole time. Go ahead.
Yeah, I am directing it. I designed the set, and I was in charge of the props because I hate being bored.
Yeah, that's
2 actors play all 8 roles, 9 if you include the werewolf.
Oh, wow.
And both of these young men, I taught them when they were in high school. Drake King at Woodmont High School and Cameron Woodson at Palmetto High School. And I had the honor of putting both of them on stage for the very first time. And they have become really good actors. They both went to Coastal Carolina University, got their BFA in acting. They actually were in shows together at Coastal. And this is the first time I've gotten to feature both of them together on our stage in this manner in Pelzer. And they are hilarious. So it is a 2-person quick change comedy. We had to rig up some costumes like you wouldn't believe. We're talking about full Victorian dresses with a zipper in the back.
And the shows are?
The show continues for its second and final weekend this Thursday at 7:30 p.m., Friday at 7:30 p.m. Saturday there are 2 shows, which are 3 p.m. and 7:30, and Sunday at 3 p.m. The Mystery of Irma Vep is a play like none other. It is a comedy. It is very spooky. It derives much of its inspiration from Gothic literature and Universal monster movies and melodrama from the Victorian era. And it is a load of fun. And we've done a lot of research to understand what all these references are. They've got stuff from Edgar Allan Poe, Shakespeare, Emily Bronte, all sorts of references. And we've had a blast putting it together. A lot of sight gags. A lot of crazy stuff happens on the set, some theatrical magic. And the worst part of all, you build this giant English manor, this haunted house looking thing, and then you have to go to Egypt.
yes.
So there's a second set that comes out and covers up the entire thing we've built as we go to Egypt for about 10 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that ridiculous? I'll tell you what.
Just roll out a pyramid. Be done with it.
Yeah,
But
just
no,
roll
no,
out a
it's not.
pyramid.
It's just
On
That's all
that
you gotta
huge
do.
stage, right? And the huge backstage that you have, right? I mean, you
As
have
in
so much space.
what backstage?
Exactly.
There's no backstage. There is a back wall.
Yes.
And it's very thick.
And one thing I was reading is that actually Irma Vep is what do they call that? An
Anagram.
Anagram for vampire.
Vampire.
Yes, all the letters of vampire.
Yes.
So even that's kind of a play on everything. But behind the scenes, I mean, this thing I imagine being a comedy and all that and all the switches. I mean, how do they do it? I mean,
I told them, I said, you're in your mid-20s, 10 years from now, you will not be able to do this. It is a cardio workout. They are both drenched in sweat by the end of it. And we've had the worst time trying to figure out such things as how do we keep this mustache on? You know, Drake plays the Lord of the Manor and the crazy maid. And so he has to put on this little Errol Flynn pencil-thin mustache that's just taped on, and he's got to take it off. Then he's got to put it back on, take it off, put it back on. And they're both heavy sweaters, not like a sweater you wear when you're cold, but like sweat pouring off of their brow. And so we had a blast in rehearsal, but it really is a technically difficult show in that remembering who you are at any given moment especially if the dressers happen to give you the wrong costume by accident. And that has happened. At one point, they came on, and he said, "Wait a minute," and he went backstage and changed. Came back out, said, "Okay, now we can continue." But we've worked very hard on making each of the characters distinct, so that they don't sound like each other. And what's fun for me is to watch the audience. For those who may not know, they're only two actors. To see them watch the show and not realize that the same person is playing these different characters, after a while they finally get it. But it's been great. Milltown Family Dentistry actually gave Cameron some fake Bubba teeth that are custom to his mouth. So he has to put in these nasty teeth when he plays the disgusting servant Nicodemus, and then take them out as he comes in as the new lady of the house. You can believe that. That's what you call range.
That
right
is
there.
range right there. Yeah. So yeah. How do you get tickets?
Tickets, easiest way is milltownplayers.org.
Yes, very affordable.
Very affordable. We like to keep our tickets the cheapest around, and especially if you compare it to anything else in Greenville or elsewhere, and $18 and $16 for students, seniors, and military. You can also call us at 947-8000, or you can just show up at the door. We got plenty of seats. It'd be great.
That's cool. I
Yeah.
It is
wouldn't
very
mind
cool.
going to see
And
that.
it's not
It seems
it's not
fascinating.
scary. It's not scary. It's
spooky.
spooky fun. It's
Yeah.
a comedy. And there's a lot of fun things that happen. I don't want to give away all the secrets,
Sure.
but there are things about the set that change and move, and a painting has to bleed. The fireplace revolves to reveal a dungeon, stuff like that.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. It's
Always
totally
have good
awesome.
sets. Always.
And I added some good fights in there that
Yeah.
weren't necessarily written in the script. I do love me some stage violence.
That sounds good. That's the mystery of Irma Vep.
Yes.
Milltown Players in Pelzer.
That's right.
Okay, so one of the other reasons why I have you here, well, first, you've got a couple other shows. We can talk about them real quick. You've got a Christmas show coming up, always a good concert.
Yes, our Christmas shows are the most popular, and our people love music. And we like to come up with a themed concert each December. And this one is big band, jazz, swing. And we're performing all of the Christmas classics that everyone knows and loves with 9 singers and dancers
Oh, my.
and a 9-piece orchestra.
Oh, wow.
And we're calling it a cool Yule. Oh, yeah. Classic Christmas concert.
Cool you. Yeah. All right, and you got one other show on the calendar. That's not coming till next summer, right?
Not till next summer, because we're shutting down for 6 months for a big renovation,
Wow.
including new seats.
Excellent.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's been a while. Are
The
they
first-
the original seats in there?
In the
now?
balcony,
Yeah.
we still have the original seats from 1920.
Wow.
That's cool.
And we got a big grant from the South Carolina Department of Recreation, Parks, and Tourism. And that has enabled us to move forward on this, because our biggest complaint from patrons was, I love the shows, but my back cannot take those seats. And so we were missing out on people coming to see what we do. And it's going to be more than just seating. It's going to be fixing some soft places in the floor. But one thing that I'm excited about are the improvements to handicap accessibility and seating.
And you've had a struggle with that since Milltown Players opened.
We've done the very best we can do, but we're going to be widening the entrance. We're going to be leveling out the entrance, adding railing, aisle lighting. And I think what I'm most excited about in the change is that, right now, if you wait too long to get your tickets, you may end up behind a pole
Right.
because we have a balcony.
Correct.
The redesign has no seats behind any pole. In the area in between the side poles is going to be a leveled out area, which is raised and level for people in wheelchairs. So they'll actually have the best seat in the house, the best view.
That is awesome.
And I'm excited about that. We were required to have 6 spaces for wheelchairs, but we exceeded that. We have 8, 2 of which are on the front row. So it's very important to me that people who, have mobility issues and challenges are treated just like everybody else and have the same exact opportunities to enjoy our shows. That's going to be a big change. But to answer everybody else's question, no, we're not getting more bathrooms. That's phase 5.
So are you adding more seats or just changing the seats?
We are getting brand new seats, and they are going to look like they've been there for 100 years. They're going to look historic. They are going to be larger, more comfortable, which means a reduction in
Okay.
total number of seats, which is fine with us. Right now, we can seat 556, and this will reduce it to 417.
Okay.
Our average attendance last season was around 440 per night, so we'll have to add some Saturday night shows probably in the run, but that's okay. It'll be easier to sell out a house, and I can say with complete confidence that every seat is a great seat.
Right.
No poles in the way.
That's right.
Wow. Big changes. That's awesome.
Big change. Oh, yeah.
Good to hear. Good to
And then
hear.
next summer, of course, we're going to reopen with a great American classic musical, Guys and Dolls.
So it's all going to be done in 6 months.
Yes,
That's awesome.
has to.
That's awesome.
Yep.
All right. Well, the reason why you're here too, Will, is because I wanted to get all these creative minds together.
It's
And
dangerous.
Holly,
Credit
And
mine
Holly.
and Holly.
to discuss
Horrible.
some things about Halloween, because these guys obviously on the film side and you on the production of stage production side, just kind of get your ideas on some of the productions and films and roles and that kind of thing. So why don't we just start with you? I know you've played a lot of roles in your lifetime, a lot of different roles, but what about scary roles? What have you played that have been like some scary type characters
Well,
that
look,
you enjoyed?
Here's the thing. The upstate of South Carolina has a thriving theater scene. It's almost strangely so to be the size that we are. And if you are a male actor in the upstate, you have your pick of a wide variety of wonderful roles. A lot of actors don't like being typecast. I love it because I tended to be cast as the singing villain a lot. I guess because I have a deep voice and I'm expressive. But I would rather play a villain than anything else. And to answer your question, in terms of some of the scarier roles I've gotten to play, I got to play Dracula at Greenville Little Theater back in 2007. I got to play Dr. Frankenstein. I got to have my neck snapped. That was exciting. And that was back in, I think, 2004.
You were a pirate.
Not really scary. I've played a pirate several times. Played Captain Hook twice, which is my favorite roles. For some reason, I've played a wolf 6 times.
Wow.
I don't know why I keep being cast as a wolf, but I am. But I will say Dracula. Let me tell you, Dracula. Oh, so much fun. At one point, I had to take a cup full of blood, fake blood, put it in my mouth, hold it there, go to the basement, crawl into a coffin. They put the lid on me. I'm on a scissor lift. They raise me up through a trap door to the stage level. Mind you, I've still got all this fake blood in my mouth. They take the lid off because they come into Dracula's castle, and they're talking about, stabbing me with a wooden stake or whatnot. And at one point, I wake up, and I jump out of that coffin, and I look at the front row, and I just spurt blood out of my mouth all over my face. And I had whiteout contacts in, scared the bejesus out of those kids. That was awesome. I love scaring people. Fantastic.
Do you do any of that at your house during Halloween? Do you have?
If I had time, I would. But all of my efforts went into this production,
Yeah.
But it's so much fun to play villains.
Yeah.
I absolutely adore it. You can get away with so much.
Because you're the bad guy. Yeah.
And it's forgivable because you're on stage. You're just acting.
Just acting, yeah.
You're just acting.
What
But,
about shows? What about shows you've directed that are of the horror genre or scary type? What would have been your favorite?
Well, I love a spooky show, and not everybody does. And so when you want to produce something that is perfect for this type of season, you got to be careful because a lot of folks don't know how scary it's going to be, and so they tend to shy away from it. But I have directed the Scottish play a couple times, and I made that as spooky as I could. I can say it here, right? I can say Macbeth.
Nice.
It's not a theater, right? Where we do it. We're all very superstitious about that play. So, yeah, I enjoyed that. I wish I could do more. I know we've been trying to get the rights to a play called The Woman in Black, which is a ghost play that ran in London for a long time. A movie came out starring Harry Potter. What's his name?
Daniel
Radcliffe. That's right. But it's two actors who play all the roles, and but it's about a ghost who haunts this one man. But yeah, I haven't been able to do very many scary things. I guess Irma Vep is about as close as it gets. And if it's going to be scary, it better be funny too.
Exactly.
I think that's the rule.
All right. Well, again, one of the reasons why I have you here is so that you can interact
Sure.
with these guys
But
as we discuss these
I want to add
things.
one more thing.
Absolutely.
When I was a high school teacher, we're always thinking of ways to raise money.
Mm-hmm.
I did 3 haunted trails.
Oh.
I do not recommend it. One of them was outside. The first time we did it, we called it Haunted High, and it was in the old Woodmont High School.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it was pretty darn good. You know, I could not get people to come see a 2-hour Broadway show for $7, but they'd stand in line for 2 hours to walk through a 30-minute, $10 haunted trail. I think the best part of that one was having the lunch ladies with chainsaws, and I had them like grinding up this kid in the back, like a meat grinder.
What's unusual about
It
it?
was fantastic. We had drivers dead. Isn't that terrible? So awful. Yep. And but the hardest one was outside. It was on the campus of the Greenville Tech Brazier campus, and it was called the Shadow Circus. So clowns in the woods.
Oh.
Gosh.
Yeah, that was something else. Anyway, there you go.
Did you raise a lot of money?
No,
Okay.
that's the thing. And when in doubt, just do a pageant.
Do you see those lines out there for Mad World?
It's
Oh, it's
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
They have to have police there now to make sure
Yeah.
everything.
And the
gets
cars
parked.
go all
Yeah.
the way up the
All
street.
the way back. Like
It's
all the way
wild.
back.
People are having to walk like a mile just to
yeah.
get there.
Yeah.
Parking on the side.
Yeah.
And the lines is zigzagged like
Yep.
a maze all the
Yep.
way up.
And
I
that's
think
what-
they're waiting 2.5 hours to get in.
Yeah. You're before your time with that.
And that's
stuff
for
because
next
I
year.
guess.
Now they're charging.
Yeah, right.
They're charging like
Right,
$40
yeah.
for these
Right.
things.
Yes.
Just to go through and get scared for a few minutes. by
So
high
what you're
school
saying
kids.
is I should do
Yeah.
Mad World the musical.
Yeah.
There you
Yes.
go. That's it.
I'll be behind that.
And I think
That
you
would-
pay an additional $10 to go through the scary Mad World, but
Mm-hmm.
then you get the $10 to not be scared.
Oh yeah,
So
you
they
get
can't,
some sort of a necklace
Talisman?
or something. Or,
Yeah.
Protective talisman.
yes, exactly.
Yes.
That's
Well, I was
exactly what
thinking
it is.
a weenie necklace.
A weenie
Right?
necklace.
I'm a weenie. I'm scared to
I am
death
a
of a
weenie.
weenie. Don't scare me.
A weenie necklace.
They have that at Scarowinds. I did that last year with my daughter for
Okay.
her birthday, and I was like, I might get that. I don't want to be scared. I don't want to deal with it. But I ended up not. It was actually a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was really
Yeah.
cool.
They should make that the target. Yeah.
Yeah, they get extra.
Yeah.
They're the ones that get the blood spit out of it.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. Yes.
Exactly. Well, they have some of those haunted places around the nation where you sign those waivers before you go in there, and they're allowed to touch you and all that stuff, where most of these places you can't. But some of them are like super scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
No, don't need that.
No.
I don't need it. I like movies. That's where I get my scare.
Yeah,
I don't need real life scare.
right.
I'm a high school teacher. I've got enough.
Very true. Very true. So let's start with you, Winston, about this whole movie stuff. You've kind of put together a list, and we'll see,
Oh, yeah.
especially if Will knows any of these.
Yeah, so there are a bunch of movies that everybody always talks about, like The Shining or The Thing and stuff like that. And I kind of wanted to put together a list of overlooked or maybe not talked about as much and I did do it in order. Now, a couple of these aren't really technically horror movies, and that's my number 5, which is After Hours, which is a Scorsese movie about, they call him a word processor because this is like 1985, and it's a person like typing at a computer as a word processor. It's always found that funny. Anyway, he goes out late one night because he met some lady and she lives in Soho, and he gets trapped in Soho, New York. He can't get home and eventually gets chased by this gang of people who think that he is burglarizing their homes in the neighborhood. And it's one of those things where it's really kind of a nightmare, and that's why I kind of consider it a horror movie. It's really funny, but it's very darkly funny. And it's got a ton of people in it. Griffin Dunn, Rosanna Arquette, Verna Bloom, Terry Garr, Catherine O'Hara, Cheech and Chong, and John Hurd. So it's a ton of great people, and they're all doing their best character acting. It's just, it is really, really bizarre. It's a fun movie. Anyway, After Hours, that's a good one. My next one, do you want me to do all of them, or do you want me to hold off?
Well, if anybody has any comments, jump
Oh,
right
yeah,
in. But
yeah.
I hadn't heard of that one.
Okay,
but,
definitely,
sounds
that's a really good one. The Fog,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is a John Carpenter film, and it's weird. Like I remember the first time I watched it, I thought to myself, I don't get it. Why do people like it? Because it's not like graphically violent like horror movies are, especially from the 80s or even from a Carpenter movie. But there's a sense of dread in it, of something coming to get you that you don't know what it is and you don't know how to handle it. And I really like that about that movie, and I've really come to appreciate it. Side note, my cousin and her family, they actually live a few blocks away from the church that they used for the exterior shots in that film, which is in Sierra Madre in California, outside LA. But that's got Jamie Lee Curtis, Adrienne Barbeau, and Janet Leigh. And I think Adrienne Barbeau was married to Carpenter at the time, or actually was.
So you got like all the
forever.
scream queens.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, no, absolutely. I know, it's awesome. It's mother and daughter in the same movie. You can't beat that. Although I don't think they share any screen time, now that I think of it. Anyway, next up is Lost Highway, which is a David Lynch film. This is another one. It's one of those just paranoia, loss of self and identity, and kind of losing control about things around you. It's a hard R, but so ask your parents' permission, folks. But it's also like any David Lynch movie, almost like music. It has that rhythm and pace to it. Soundtrack's killer. That's got Bill Pullman and Joanna Arquette in it, one of the other Arquettes. And then number 2, Bubba Hotep with Bruce Campbell and Ozzie Davis. This one is fantastic.
How do you spell that?
Bubba Hotep, Bubba, and then Hotep, HO-TEP.
Egyptian-
Yeah, like the Egyptian thing. So, first of all, yes, it's funny because it's got Bruce Campbell in it.
Yes.
But he is Elvis Presley, but like old and in an old folks home.
Ooh.
And he, when he was younger, had actually switched places with an Elvis impersonator, and through a series of events, could not get the contract back that he had signed, saying that he could take back over as actual Elvis anytime he wanted. So nobody believes him. Nobody believes that he's actually Elvis. And we hear his inner monologue throughout the whole thing. And Bruce Campbell is an amazing old Elvis. Ozzie Davis, thinks he's JFK, which is really funny. But they live in a retirement home, and another series of events have happened, and a Hotep, some ancient Egyptian thing, has decided that this retirement community is its feeding ground, and so it's coming and hunting all these old poor people.
That'd be great for Milltown players.
Yes.
It's a
Could
trip.
actually just come out into the audience and
I really like it, and I have a little sentimental attachment to it as well. It's the first film when I moved to Seattle. It was the first film that I watched in a theater out there, which was really fun. It came out in '02, and I didn't move out to there until '03. But it was there was a theater, I think it's still out there, called The Egyptian, and that was the first one. They showed old revivals. I saw Mad Max 2, The Road Warrior, and The Shining, and a bunch of other films there. And then my number one of overlooked horror films is Theater of Blood with Vincent Price, Diana Rigg. And then these next ones, Coral Brown, Harry Andrews, Arthur Lowe, they're also in a film, The Ruling Class, that you might want to check out too. That's a musical. Great film. But and then Michael Horden, who is the narrator in Barry Lyndon, is in Theater of Blood. Basic premise, okay, is a Shakespearean actor who is loved by the community. Like, everybody just thinks he's amazing. The critics hate him, just overacting and all this other stuff. And there's an award, the Critics Circle Award, and he loses to some new young actor. This is 1973, so it's around the time that you have people like De Niro and Pacino and these guys who are like method actors and all this stuff. And there's a little bit of a dig at that. But they give it to this young guy, and Vincent Price's character is, totally horrified by this, and he ends up committing suicide, we think. And then all of a sudden, the next year, the critics start dying off one by one, but not just in any regular way. They die the way characters in Shakespeare plays die. So he goes through elaborate means to kill off all the critics. And it is so awesome. It's just a great kind of B movie, but also, I don't know. It's Vincent Price chewing up scenery. It's it's great. His son's in it as well. It's an awesome movie. Theater of Blood. And then my honorable mentions that sometimes get mentioned a good bit are Eraserhead, another David Lynch. They Live, which is now more than ever very on topic, and then Neon Demon, which is a Nicholas Winding Refn film that is really disturbing as well. That's another one, Holly, that you probably want to stay away from because it's a little too realistic. Side note, who is it? John Wick.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves, thank you. He plays a bad guy in it, in Neon Demon, and he is great as a bad guy. He should play a bad guy more often. I know he's a sweet guy in real life and everything, but he's one of the scariest elements in it. But the main thing about Neon Demon is that it's kind of it's about the objectification of women, but in a horror movie way. So anyway. And witchcraft. Of course, there's going to be some witchcraft in there.
Speaking of that, have you seen Weapons?
Not yet.
Anybody seen
It's on
that?
my
I
list.
have seen it.
Yes, witchcraft.
Yeah.
It was
insane. It was awesome.
That was awesome, especially the end. The end with the kids all running. That was
Perfect.
hilarious. But so you have to see that, Winston. Let me know
absolutely.
Let me know what you think. I watched that after I watched Friday the 13th Part 7, so I felt
Cleanse
like
the palate.
I was cleansing the palate, getting my my brain cells back by watching that. But yeah, it was good with Josh Brolin and Julia Garner.
That's right.
From Ozark.
Oh, and June Diane Raphael is in it.
Oh.
For those of you who know who that is.
Who is
she's an actress. She was in there's a TV show on Netflix. Oh man, now I can't remember it. It's two women whose husbands like end up divorcing them like very late in life, and they become friends. And June Diane Raphael's one of the daughters in it. Never mind. She's
Okay.
also in a podcast. Her husband is
Oh
has
yeah,
a podcast.
everybody's in a podcast.
You know, I know someone who was in Friday the 13th.
Which one?
The original.
Oh yeah.
Ron Carroll. He lives in Greenville. I think he still does. He played a cop in that movie.
Oh wow!
Did he
cool.
get killed?
He may have, but I'm not sure. But he has the most amazing career, and I was in a play with him at Warehouse Theater several years ago. Really nice guy. But yeah, he got to play a cop, and he didn't
that's
know what the movie was about, or if it was a big deal. You know.
Yeah.
Well,
He's in
mostly
it.
the cops don't get killed in those movies.
For the
It's,
most part, I think there's
yeah,
one
it's
or
like-
two. There's
it's
one or
mainly
two,
just the
maybe.
kids.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
usually
The
kids.
kids that do bad
Afterwards.
things.
Yeah, the kids that are having sex and on
Yes, and
drugs and
doing
all
that.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're just
Drinking. And
They
They just
brought it on themselves.
killed in
That's
brutal
right.
ways. Yeah, but the reason why,
Since
since I
morality play.
yes, it is morality play. Yes, and all about revenge because Jason didn't get to do all those things.
Right,
Right.
exactly. Yeah.
But Don was he did electrical in Friday the 13th Part 7. And that is where the girl has kinetic powers, and she accidentally brings Jason back to life and then has to kill him by the end of the movie. And meanwhile, a bunch of teens are having a birthday party
Right.
at the same area. So you know what happens next. But I did want to ask you, Don, because I was watching it last night, and it's kind of become like a comedy. But if I hear another twig snap, that it's all the time. They're yes, and they're doing that and twig snapping and
crew
everybody
was
looking the
doing
other way. Yeah,
Yeah.
were they?
Oh, yeah.
I
walking
can
by.
imagine. I can imagine it was fun. We talked before the show, but stressful. But it had to be fun doing that kind of thing.
Oh, sure, yeah. It was a lot of fun. I mean, we always say we spent 4 weeks in L.A. and another 4 weeks in L.A. It was L.A. and Lower Alabama. And so L.A. kind of got the Hollywood bit out of us. We're done with the traffic, done with the studio stuff, and then it's the wet woods of Lower Alabama, down near Mobile. And I was actually down there not long ago, and I thought I saw a pink ribbon on a tree that said "Birthday Bash," which was our working title. But it really is like a bunch of guys being paid to go out in the woods and just act nutty, just go crazy, and we had a lot of fun.
Well, what were some of the things that you were in charge of in that movie?
Well, the main thing was, again, I was best boy electric, so that is the assistant to the chief electrician, and in lighting. Our electrician had broken his leg during the course of it, our gaffer, so I ended up kind of taking over for him, which was fun, and ended up doing most of the lighting for the part in Lower Alabama, and so it was that. But also the one thing is, in electrical department, you work with the one invisible thing that should scare everybody, and that's electricity. And being is that we're spending half of our time around Crystal Lake, and very wet, a lot of scenes with people not wearing much protective clothing, not to mention any kind of. I decided to run a direct current. So we had 2 AC systems there, both AC, which is dangerous around water, and DC, which is not. So it was twice as much of everything. It was a big load, but it also meant we could have a lot of fun. We could put lights where you wouldn't normally have done them. And we had the guy that did they always have to blow up the house.
Yes,
Again. So we had the guy that actually did the special effects for Apocalypse Now. It blew up the house, and that did knock out a camera crew. I mean, right out, but it was a lot of of
That house really blew up. What was amazing is when they're running out from the house, the guy and the girl, he knows it's going to blow up. Why?
Sure.
I don't know. I don't know why it really
Yeah.
blew up. But he's like, hit the deck.
He saw the script.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, why did it blow up? I don't think they had gas or anything in there. I mean, it was
Yeah, I
just,
mean, it was
it was
no
on
gas line
fire,
out of
but I don't know
control.
why it had to
Just
blow
a
up. But he
concentration of
knew
energy
just
out
the
of it.
moment it was going to blow, and they dove on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I mean, it was. I tell you the truth, it was so crazy that we even didn't. Some of the actors were like refusing to do scenes, so we had the executive producer take an axe to the face. No, that actually had nothing to do with the scene. We did get paid after that. And there were other things too, but like the lightning that you're going to see in that movie was, we were supposed to get these big lightning generators, and those things are really, you take these carbon arc rods that they use in the big old-fashioned arc lights, and they're DC, and they make an arc like welding. So the thing is, the generator owners didn't want to subject them to that kind of sudden burst of power, so all we did is I came up with a little thing. We took a welder, portable arc welder, and a couple of carbons. I clamped them together and would stand just outside the scene with these gloves on. And when they were ready, point at Don, and flash, flash, flash.
Very safe.
And very safe. I do encourage everyone to not try that at home. Yeah.
is that how you do lightning on stage? So.
I wish.
Yeah.
Dreams.
Good luck finding the carbon rods.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was back in the 80s, of course.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Let's see, a couple other things from that movie. Yes, unless you get the director's cut,
Yeah.
you don't get to see much of the
You don't get to see
The
much of
gore.
the gore, and
Yeah.
with products that one would not normally think of appearing on the set, things like what's that marshmallow?
The marshmallow
that's
goo
liquid
stuff.
Marshmallow
Yeah.
goo was used along with numerous things that were red, and some things that were tissue-like, But we actually shot. Again, we were 4 weeks in the woods there, and I think there was very little script, really. I mean, it was all just the
it's just one killing after
Yeah,
another.
one killing after
How
it
are we
was
going to
just
do this one?
director the director on that one had been special effects on some previous ones.
What was
And
his
so
name?
he thought,
Beckler?
Carl
Buchler? Something like that.
I'll remember the horses.
It's
would
Carl
neigh every time he
Bugler,
said his
Boucher,
name.
Yeah,
or something
yeah.
like that. Yeah.
It was like his wife, Frau Blucher.
Yeah.
But, we would do, just special effects department would neigh every time they said his name. But nay, we shall not do that. But we shot. I've got to say, we've got to have shot 25, 35, 40% of that thing, knowing that it
That
would
would never get in.
Never. That they shouldn't even waste money processing the film. Because it was stuff that even on the set we were going, there is no way. Just not even.
Well, Terrifier
It's
hadn't
just-
come out yet, so
Well,
Yeah.
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 But I mean, the version, the movie version is really pretty tame.
Oh,
I
it
think
is-
nowadays it'd be a
it's-
PG-13. It
it's
wouldn't
got
even be an
the
R.
record
version,
for it.
It was I hardly remembered it.
Yeah.
Well,
it's just, go ahead.
Oh no, I was going to say that's the first horror movie I ever saw, and it was with you when it was on like HBO or something,
Right.
and you were going to sit there and watch it with me, and because I was young, I was
Yeah.
maybe by that point 9 years old or something, and you were just going to explain, okay, this is how we did this, and you started to explain. One of the characters gets his head squished by Jason's hands, and you were talking about, well, we had to make a mold of his head, so it was kind of fun to get a behind the scenes thing, and it took all the scare
Yeah.
out of the
The
movie.
commentary, yeah.
And when it got to that scene, you hear a little bit of a crack, and then you see a close up of Jason's face, and then it cuts to a new scene.
Yeah.
So there's like no gore, and you're like, and you were telling me about the marshmallow goo and the stage blood and all that stuff, and you're like, what?
Big
Okay,
buildup.
that's weird, and it kept happening time after time. Every time there was supposed to be some gruesome death, it was never there, and it really is. It's the most
Especially-
tame out of all of the 13.
It is, and especially when he's running around in the woods and you hear him start up various garden tools.
Exactly. I think
He's got a
Home
weed,
Light
big weed whacker.
Yeah.
He's got a chainsaw.
Oh, yeah.
All of a sudden, you just
Putting blades
out in the middle of the
on
woods.
things.
Middle of the woods.
I've never seen a blender with a blade on it, and all kinds of stuff. Of course, Winston was in that movie. I'm down on the set one day near the water, and I get a phone call. And so I have to run up to the production office, which is about a half a mile away. I run up there, and Winston was misbehaving at home, so I get a call on the set
Winston.
hearing from
I don't even remember what I
Winston
did.
misbehaving at home. So I had to go and settle things there. It was just kind of an
You
interesting
delayed the production of
Yes,
Friday the 13th?
I
Yes.
did. I'm the reason it's the tamest Friday the 13th.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
All the Miracle Whip went bad.
Right.
Yeah.
Miracle Whip. Oh, anyway, but you also have a list, right? Of, or at least some idea
Well,
of some.
Well, I've got to tell you,
Halloween
the
type
thing
movies.
about horror movies is, oddly enough, I'm not really into horror movies like that.
Like slasher movies or whatever.
Yeah, slasher movies.
More of the psychological type.
Yeah, and then it's the people.
Mm-hmm.
I get involved in a character. So there can be a movie that I'll watch the whole movie and but I'll get so involved in one character.
There's not exactly character development in Friday the 13th. Yeah,
Not
it's-
as much as, say, Hannibal Lecter.
Yes.
And one of my true favorites was for instance, I mentioned Dracula. I mean, Gary Oldman's performance in Bram Stoker's Dracula is so nuanced and so beyond the pale of any other way I've seen Dracula represented. That to this day I have a Romanian greeting on my house. Of course, I had a Romanian girlfriend for a while. That lived a heck of a cook.
Yeah.
But,
Before you
it's
go on, Will,
fascinating.
did you watch any of the Draculas to get in character?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I love doing research. And I remember watching all of those movies, namely, the original, the Bela Lugosi, and Gary Oldman and Frank Langella, those three. There was a part we got to in the script where I believe it was written where he says, he listens to the howling of the wolves, and he says, listen to them, children of the night, what
Beautiful
music they make, whatever it is, right? And I think in the script it said, what beautiful music they make. And I thought, okay, is that right? So I went back and looked at all three of those movies, and all three Draculas say something different. Bela Lugosi says, what music they make, and that's it. And I think either Gary or Frank says sad, and one says something else. So it's all different. So I went back to the original, the book. In the book it says that as well, what music they make. And so I said that one night in rehearsal, and my director chewed me out.
Oh, wow.
And said, it's beautiful music they make. Everybody knows that line. It's in the movie. It's in Bela Lugosi. And I said, well, actually, it's not. I just listened to it today. She's like, no, you're wrong. You're wrong. It's beautiful music. But in researching his accent, Transylvania, right, the arts critic for the Greenville News at the time was from Hungary in that area. And so I had a conversation with her. And so part of my Dracula accent was based on the arts writer who gave us our review.
Very good.
And one thing she said was instead of saying thunder, it's thunder.
Yeah.
Thunder and lightning instead of thunder. You know, thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
Cool.
So if
So
you,
you
know,
got a
if
good
you can
review,
imagine,
yeah.
yeah, I think so. But I'm talking to the arts writer who sounds just like Dracula. You know,
I
one
still
night,
know the weather in Cluj,
yeah,
which is part of Transylvania.
that's awesome. But one night we were on stage, and in this particular production, you play young Dracula and old Dracula. When they come to the castle, it's the old Dracula who's very scary and, you know, whatever. And one night I'm talking to Jonathan Harker and offering him wine, and somebody's mic was on. One of the actresses playing one of the vampire vixens
Oh gosh.
was in the bathroom,
Oh gosh.
and she was singing a few of my favorite things from The Sound of Music in the middle of our scene. And I just stopped. And I'm thinking, what in the world is happening? And I just kept going, you know. It was amazing.
Oh wow.
You never know.
And it
Live
worked,
theater.
you know.
All right, continue with your list.
No,
of
well,
your
that's it. You know,
favorites. You just like the characters.
The thing that really fascinates me about these characters too is that really the guys that scare me are not the salivating monster around the corner that can't be explained because it has no mind; it just wants to consume, you know, flesh or whatever. But the calculating mind. I mean, look at the Draculas. They're usually very elegant. They're and again, Hannibal Lecter. I've mentioned him, an educated person who prefers to eat the rude.
Yes.
You know, I have a lot of common with that. You know, you know, but it lets me. It sort of brings that to me what the real fear is, and that is the calculating person. That's the one that I fear the most. The one who has an agenda, a plan that you're not privy to. And they're the ones that scare me. Because you can get away from the sloth, or, the giant amoeba that ate Minnesota. But, you know.
That sounds like a good one. The giant amoeba that ate Minnesota.
I just watched The Blob with Steve McQueen a few weeks ago. That was pretty good.
Yeah. Oh,
For a B movie.
Was that the other one that was
the
made with,
original The Blob with Steve
Orson
McQueen?
Welles who plays the Blob? No.
Yes, it was. No.
Yeah.
No, that was the '70s one. I
Yeah,
think that
oh,
was
yeah.
the '70s. Yeah.
Yeah, or Brando toward the end.
Yeah. But yeah, like Silence of the Lambs is.
Oh yeah,
one
I
of
mean,
those
and the
type
development
movies.
of the character in those is interesting. I mean, you begin to learn a little bit of the psychology. I like that, but and in the older movies, it was the movies that set the mood. It was a movie that had a sense of foreboding, you know, rather than, you know, frankly, what I kind of grew up around. As a matter of fact, got my start in the movies in sort of the 70s, working on a picture called Another Sound of Sam. It actually was originally titled Hostages. Yes.
I'm laughing because I know this movie.
Yes.
I have
and,
seen it. I've seen
yes.
it multiple times, which I think is more than anybody should.
He holds that against me.
No, I don't. I think it's
Yeah.
hilarious. You're in it. My mom's in
There
it.
actually were a bunch of filmmakers that at the time, there were these almost itinerant movie makers that would make these low-budget movies in Charlotte and in different places in the South, produce the thing for $25,000, which to them was a huge fortune, and then get it, and they would go around and go to drive-in theaters in the trunk of their car and try to talk the drive-in theater into putting it on as a second or third feature and split part of the concessions take.
Wow.
So, I mean, that actually
that.
was sort of an interesting period, those guys. I remember one particular guy whose studio I bought out way in the early 70s, and he had done that. It made a bunch of movies, and again, would just drive him around, and that's what he did for a living.
Wow. All right, Holly, we're up to you now. Do you have a favorite scary movie?
I told you
I know you don't
earlier.
watch them, but is there one
right.
that has those
Cape
type
Fear,
elements?
without
well,
a
yeah,
doubt.
Cape Fear.
Like Cape
Good for
Fear
you.
to me is
Yeah.
like because it can happen.
Yep.
just the character of, I mean, just him getting underneath your car and, and just the thought of that.
Yeah.
I am not a slasher movie person either. I could care less to watch it. But those things that could actually happen. And to me, Cape Fear is one of those that really could happen to us.
The scene with De Niro and the daughter, Juliette Lewis,
On the boat?
No, in the theater when she's still at school. It's like summer school or whatever.
Yes.
That, like, now that I am a parent,
Yes.
that scene more than anything else is the most frightening scene there.
Because it could be your daughter.
Oh my gosh! Yes,
That's right.
exactly. It
Right?
is utterly terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like those movies too, where you don't know what the monster is, or you never see it. It's kind of like you said with the foreboding thing.
Yeah.
It's like you have this whole movie and you don't know what's getting at these people and scaring people. A Quiet Place was like that. I
Yep.
like that. Some others that are like that, where you never get to see the monster. Even the Blair Witch Project.
We
which
just watched that the
back
other
in the
night.
day. That was made
Yeah.
by students at UCF.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, Central Florida.
You
yeah.
know, I
Yeah.
watched that movie without knowing anything about it.
Yeah.
It had just come out. I had no idea what it was. No one had talked about it. And so I watched that with fresh eyes. And it really freaked me out.
Yeah.
It is.
Because I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
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 I mean, and to think some film
Yeah.
students down there, we actually, when I was teaching in Florida, we actually went to UCF's film department and sat and talked, not with the guys that were in the movie, but with the people in the film department there. And they made it for like, what, $50,000 or something.
Oh, it
like
was
that.
cheap.
ridiculous.
And
Yeah.
the marketing was brilliant
Oh, that's the thing that I
because
think was
people
so
thought
incredible.
it was real
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
the way through.
Yeah.
They were taking
totally
out
did.
full page ads, like, we have found this footage, we're going to release the film.
Yes, I mean,
this is what it is.
even when it first came out, I was thinking maybe this is real.
Yeah,
I mean, they were
yeah.
doing so well with that.
And it was very, like, the beginning of it, the first 75% of it is just very
So normal.
boring.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, they're
So
just out in the
normal.
woods.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, the last, 12, 15, 18 minutes
Yeah.
of it,
Scary
then it's
as
like,
heck. Yeah.
really quick.
And that
Yeah.
last scene where
Go
the camera
camping
just falls
after
over
Oh, yes.
and you
And
see
that
him
guy
standing in the corner. Oh my
Nope.
gosh, that was
Nope.
Yes.
Ooh.
No camping for me. I'm done.
Yeah.
That will never happen.
No camping, no deep water.
No,
nothing.
none of that.
But you know what you're saying is what seems to scare you about the movies. It's what scares me about life. No, I mean, you know,
Yeah.
seriously, and I've talked to a lot of people. In my work, I do a different kind of work now, and I deal with a lot of sort of counseling and some other things like that. It's the unknown. But what if? The but what ifs that get us. And that's why we always talk about faith of one sort as being our deliverance. That's our belief that good will win out. When we lose that, you know, when it's questionable, what may happen? Is it really going to be awful?
Yeah, especially nowadays, a lot of apocalyptic stuff is out.
Yeah.
The meteor could be
dystopian-
4,000 miles out there right now.
dystopian stuff.
And
all
I
that.
just say, why go camping? Like, that could happen to me.
Yeah,
Yes.
Off limits. Hotel room for me.
Jason might be out there slicing through your tent.
That's
like they
right.
did
I'll
in
take
that
a
movie.
hotel
Yeah.
room with air conditioning
Yeah.
and a comfortable bed.
Slamming
any
against a
day.
tree in a sleeping bag.
Bates Motel.
Could happen.
No, not the Bates Motel. I agree, because that could happen too.
But that is
Take a
also the
Hyatt
funny
or-
thing about Jason or some of these other guys is that he's just walking very slowly and they're running, and
Yes.
yet he's right there,
Yes.
right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's up with them. Doesn't waste any energy.
Although my cousins, they live in Michigan and they have 2 little kids, and they had just watched Jason, and they said, they were talking about, I can outrun him and that kind of thing. And literally the dad started at the driveway walking real slow, and the kids had to run to the door, unlock the door, shut it, and lock it back, and they barely made it when the dad just walked really slow. So you think that
When
you can
you're
make
stressed,
it.
yeah, when
You
got
know,
all
run
this-
to the door, find the key,
all that stuff
unlock it,
going on,
get in,
yeah.
shut it. And
You
it
know
was-
how it is. They always fall
Yeah.
down. They always
Yes.
fumble the keys.
Yep, yep.
All those things. That,
They all
that
made
happen.
it, but it was by the,
Yeah.
Wait, I
right
left
at
the
head.
cat. You left the dead cat. You know.
Hey, even in Aliens, they saved the cat.
Oh, they did? I
Yeah.
forgot.
That's
I haven't
right.
seen that one in a while either.
Sorry,
Now
not
they have a whole
Alien.
series.
Alien. by Aliens,
The
when
first
she
one.
gets the first one in Aliens, she saves the cat at the end.
No,
Because she's
that's a shame.
she's
I'm a dog guy.
Yeah. The dog I'd go back for.
Wow.
Will, how about? I mean, we are already run out of time. We've been talking for an hour,
And our phones don't work.
and our
You know
phones.
that.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay.
Zach was not going to call.
Okay.
So he knew. Sorry, I didn't mention that. I wanted him to come in and share his Halloween stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but Will, give us a favorite scary movie or something along those lines.
Well, when I was a kid, I did not like scary movies. My first horror movie was at camp when I was in 6th grade, and I was not ready for it.
At camp
my-
of all places.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was I think it was a science camp or something. And they showed Pet Cemetery.
Oh,
That is a scary movie.
Isn't
my
it?
wife still won't watch that.
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
Oh,
That was
is
my
a
first
scary
introduction
I
to
thought
scary
it was a
movies.
comedy.
Yeah. And
I laughed.
you know, and I had a cat that looked just like that cat.
Oh,
That they buried or whatever. So I didn't watch scary movies for a long time because my overactive imagination would take over, and I would start dwelling on the images I saw. It really wasn't until the shutdown, the pandemic, that I started watching horror movies and loving them. But it's funny we mentioned The Shining earlier. I love that movie so much. I love all the suspenseful Hitchcock movies, and we put a lot of that music as underscoring in our current
Bernard
play.
Herrmann.
But we were working on a fight scene, and in Irma Vep, the crazy housemaid chases the new bride with an axe around the house. And at one point, I was like, "Hold on a minute, this is a golden opportunity." When she chases you into the kitchen, you grab a kitchen knife and you come out of that door and you shut it and you lock it. And she's going to bash through that panel
Yeah.
with that axe. I'm going to figure it out. So we have a Shining reference that we added in the fight
That's
scene.
great.
that's awesome.
And what's awesome is like the maid's name is Jane,
Oh, gosh.
and at one point they call her Janie.
Here's Janie.
That's exactly right. And so I researched some antique doors, and I built a fake door with a fake balsa wood panel, and I had to sacrifice 2 clipboards, chopped them off to hold it in from the back side. And so we've painted all these balsa wood panels so that at that point he can take his axe and literally chop through the door, punch through, stick his face in, and say, "Here's Janie."
Good for
great.
you.
Yeah.
That is
And what's awesome is that the whole audience gets it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
At first, they're like, "Is this a Shining?" Well, oh, it is. Yes.
That's great.
So great.
Oh, that is great. So and now we've come full circle. He's talking about the play again. We can wrap up the show. We could go longer with this. We ought to have Don. You got to come back because we barely even scratched the
Oh,
surface.
I'd
on
love to.
movies
There's a
and
lot of other
stuff.
movies and stories.
We need to get Will in more than one time a year too. We'll have you back before the end of the school year so we can talk about how the renovations go.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Love
yeah.
to.
But I mean, it's always great having him come in. We always get some good
It's always
laughs.
entertaining.
Terrific.
Winston with
Great
his
stories.
educational approach makes me feel like
And I wrote
I
down a
haven't
list
watched
of all
any
those
intelligent
movies.
movies.
Excellent.
I'm going to watch those movies.
I took a couple of them down.
Yeah.
And then a couple of them I
told me
said
about
no.
Theater of
No.
Blood. I think Theater of Blood is going to be first on your
Theater
list.
of Blood
That is
on
classic.
ice.
It is on Tubi right now. It's on
Did you
Tubi.
see that, didn't I? Didn't I take you to see that?
So many ideas.
I don't know.
Yes.
I've just
You could do the
feel like it's a
fog.
part of my
You could-
past. I
yes.
just have always
On
had it
ice.
there.
On ice.
Borders and me.
The
You
music.
get a grant.
The musical.
Make it a musical. Put it on ice.
Yes.
Everyone will see it.
There you go.
Get another grant. But yeah, the play goes on this weekend again. It's what, Thursday, Friday,
Thursday through Sunday,
Okay.
and we're excited for the Halloween night show especially. And we normally don't do Saturday night, so if you are looking for good seats, Saturday night is probably the best one because there's more seats available for Saturday night. But it's a lot of fun. Everybody who's seen it has had a great time and just marveling at the antics of these two guys. And I normally get bored watching plays that I have directed. I'm kind of tired of them, Not this one.
Great.
I look forward to it every single time.
Yeah. You probably see something slightly different every single time with all
You
that action
absolutely
going
do.
on. All right, that's The Mystery of Irma Vep. the Milltown Players, milltownplayers.org to get your tickets. Will, thanks for joining us
Thank
again.
you.
And Don, thanks for joining us.
Thank you
love
so much.
talking
It was
movies
great
with
to
you
be
and your son there holding up production on major films. That's
Yes.
nice to know.
Yeah.
And Winston, of course, anytime you want to drop by next door here and be on a show,
Absolutely.
certainly welcome. I've always wanted to do kind of a movie show type thing, so maybe we
Okay.
expand at some point. But we're staying after school a lot as it is, and
Yeah.
not really getting paid for it. And Holly, thank
Look at
you
me.
for being
Yes.
here. Go watch some scary movie. That's
Yeah.
why you're here, because if we had to be here, then you had to be here.
Absolutely.
But no, it's been a blast. It's been a blast.
has
Thank
been.
you guys. That's why it went by so quick. We took no breaks whatsoever. We
None.
talked for an hour and 7 minutes, and hopefully some people check out the podcast and check
Oh,
out
can
these
I plug
films we've talked about.
the art center real
Oh,
quick?
go ahead.
They're
Yeah.
they're having on Saturday. They have the big auction at the art center, Anderson Art Center, and this year's kind of theme is pop art. You may see some famous pop artists roaming around, like
Should
Andy
we tell them?
Warhol.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to say who Andy Warhol is, but you may
He's
see
looked
that
better.
person there. But yeah, no, this is their biggest fundraising event for the year, so it should be a lot of fun. A lot of great things to bid on and all that stuff.
So that's Saturday night.
yes,
What
Saturday
time?
night, 6 o'clock.
And
6
it's
o'clock.
free.
No,
Or-
that they're because there's food and
Oh,
drink
okay.
and all that stuff.
Great.
So you do have to pay for tickets, and I forgot. AndersonArtCenter.org.
Okay.
AndersonArtCenter.org. You'll
All
be
right.
able to-
Busy weekend. Going to the play, going to the Anderson Art Center.
Friday's Halloween.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep,
My
yep.
birthday. Yeah.
Yes,
Your
his
birthday's on
birthday is
Halloween.
Halloween.
Oh, happy birthday,
Of
sir.
course.
And last but not least, our students' Halloween special starts tomorrow night for 3 straight nights. We've done this every year. We have their student productions playing, as well as a lot of the old-time radio classics. So you'll hear Dracula, you'll hear Frankenstein, you'll hear War of the Worlds, and all that stuff over the next 3 nights starting tomorrow. So we look forward to that. But thanks, everybody, for listening tonight, and we'll talk to you again next time on The Boone Show on My Pulse Radio.